Welcome to Quick Summary Squad, where we provide you with quick and informative summaries on a variety of topics. Today's topic is the complete life history of Che Guevara, a revolutionary leader and iconic figure of anti-imperialism and social justice. We'll take you through the highs and lows of his life, from his early days in Argentina to his role in the Cuban Revolution and beyond. Join us as we delve into the fascinating and inspiring story of one of the most influential figures of the 20th century. Let's get started. Che Guevara was a revolutionary leader, a Marxist guerrilla, and a symbol of rebellion who dedicated his life to fighting against injustice and imperialism. Born on June 14, 1928, in Rosario, Argentina, as Ernesto Guevara de la Sena, he grew up in a middle-class family and received a good education. His father was an architect and his mother was from a wealthy family. Che Guevara was interested in Marxism from an early age, and his travels throughout Latin America during his youth exposed him to the harsh realities of poverty, inequality, and exploitation. In 1951, he began studying medicine at the University of Buenos Aires, where he became involved in left-wing politics and joined the Peronist youth. In 1952, Che Guevara took a break from his studies to travel through South America with his friend, Alberto Granado. The trip had a profound impact on him, and he later wrote about his experiences in the book, The Motorcycle Diaries. During this trip, he witnessed the poverty and oppression of the indigenous people and the working class, which fueled his commitment to social justice and revolutionary change. In 1953, Che Guevara returned to Argentina and completed his medical degree. However, he was increasingly drawn to political activism and began organizing workers and peasants in rural areas. He also became involved with the Argentine Socialist Party and joined the anti-Peronist resistance. In 1954, Che Guevara traveled to Guatemala, where he witnessed the overthrow of the democratically elected government of Jacobo Arbenz by a CIA-backed coup. This event further radicalized him and convinced him of the need for armed struggle against imperialism and capitalism. Che Guevara then moved to Mexico, where he met Fidel Castro and other Cuban revolutionaries in exile. He joined their movement and became a key figure in the planning and execution of the Cuban Revolution. In 1956, he sailed with Castro and other rebels on the yacht Granma to Cuba, where they began a guerrilla war against the government of Fulgencio Batista. Che Guevara became a leader of the rebel forces and played a key role in their military strategy and tactics. He also became known for his charismatic personality and his ability to inspire and motivate his troops. In 1958, the rebels scored a series of decisive victories, and by January 1959, they had captured Havana and overthrown Batista. After the victory of the Cuban Revolution, Che Guevara played an important role in the new government as Minister of Industry and as a member of the National Liberation Army. He also became a key figure in the international socialist movement and traveled extensively, promoting revolution and anti-imperialism. In 1965, Che Guevara left Cuba and traveled to Congo, where he attempted to support a communist insurgency against the government of Mobutu Sese Seko. However, the mission was a failure, and Guevara and his forces were forced to retreat after several months of fighting. In 1966, he returned to Cuba and began planning a new revolutionary campaign, this time in Bolivia. Che Guevara arrived in Bolivia in November 1966, disguised as a middle-aged businessman. He and his small band of guerrillas began a campaign of sabotage and small-scale attacks against the Bolivian government, but they were quickly hunted down by the Bolivian military, which was backed by the United States. Despite the odds against them, Guevara and his comrades fought fiercely and refused to surrender. However, they were gradually weakened by hunger, illness, and the loss of their supplies. In October 1967, Guevara and his remaining fighters were surrounded by Bolivian troops in a remote valley in the Andes. After a fierce battle, Guevara was captured and taken prisoner. Che Guevara was executed the next day, on October 9, 1967. His death was a major blow to the international socialist movement and a tragedy for his followers and supporters. However, his legacy lived on, and he became an iconic figure of revolutionary struggle and anti-imperialism. After his death, Che Guevara became a symbol of resistance and rebellion for people all over the world. His image was plastered on posters, T-shirts, and murals, and his revolutionary ideals inspired generations of activists and revolutionaries. In Cuba, he became a hero of the revolution and a symbol of the country's independence and sovereignty. Today, Che Guevara remains a controversial figure, with some seeing him as a heroic freedom fighter and others as a violent and authoritarian revolutionary. However, his legacy as a revolutionary leader and icon of anti-imperialism and social justice remains undiminished. Some of the most famous quotes by Che Guevara. Hasta la victoria siempre, until victory, always. This quote has become synonymous with Che Guevara's revolutionary spirit and determination. It is often used as a rallying cry by those who believe in social justice and political change. Let the world change you and you can change the world. This quote speaks to the importance of personal growth and transformation as a means of effecting positive change in the world. If you tremble with indignation at every injustice, then you are a comrade of mine. This quote speaks to the solidarity and empathy that Guevara felt with all those who struggled against oppression and injustice. The revolution is not an apple that falls when it is ripe. You have to make it fall. This quote speaks to the importance of taking action to bring about change, rather than waiting for change to happen on its own. The true revolutionary is guided by great feelings of love. This quote speaks to the idea that revolution is not just about overthrowing a government or a system, but about building a better world based on compassion, justice, and equality. Thank you for watching this quick summary of Che Guevara's life history on QuickSummary Squad. We hope this video has provided you with a comprehensive overview of his life, his revolutionary spirit, and his enduring legacy. Che Guevara was a complex and controversial figure, but his impact on the world and his unwavering commitment to social justice and equality cannot be denied. We encourage you to learn more about his life and ideas, and to continue exploring the stories of other influential figures in history. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more quick summaries on a variety of topics. Thanks for tuning in.